Okay, class. Today we're going to learn about adding and subtracting fractions with like denominators. So, in front of you, I have worksheets with 3 addition fraction problems and 3 subtraction fraction problems. Now, for these problems, I'm going to help you guys go over them. So, the first problem we have is the subtraction. We have 10/12 minus 1/12. Now, the whole point of this is we're using our fraction blocks to help us solve these problems. So, we're going to take 10/12 for our fraction blocks. So, count out 10. So, you have 10/12. And we're going to take away 1/12 from our 12, like this. And then, how many do we have left now?
9.
Yes. That is an awesome job, Shannon. Now you see how we did that. We easily just counted out how many we needed for 12ths and took that one away. Alright. Are we ready for the next problem? Okay, so the next subtraction problem is 2/6 minus 1/6. So we're going to find our 6th blocks. We're going to take 2/6. We all got 2/6. And then we're going to take away 1/6. And what are we left with?
1/6.
Yes, that is awesome, guys. We are left with 1/6. Let's put our blocks back again. And now our third subtraction problem, we're working with fifths. So, do you guys know which ones the fifths are?
The green ones.
Yes. So we're going to pick up our fifths and we're going to get 2/5. We have our 2/5, and we're going to take away 1/5, right? And how many does that leave us with if we take away 1?
1.
Yes, you guys are catching on to fractions so fast. Alright, are you guys ready to do addition now?
Yes.
Okay. So, we have for our addition 2/10 plus 7/10. So can everybody get 2/10 and then get another 7/10? That is awesome. Now, what do we get when we put all those fraction tiles together?
9/10. 9.
Yes, you guys are doing fantastic. Alright, now we'll get ready for the next. Okay, now class, we're going to add 4/10 and 5/10. So take your 10th blocks and take 4/10 and 5/10. Does everybody have their 4/10 and 5/10? Okay. Now, what do we get when we add both of those fractions together?
1/10.
Oh, I'm sorry, Shannon, but that's not the right way. I think you're confusing it with subtraction. See, if we were to be subtracting 5/10 and taking away 4/10 from it, then we would have 1/10. So you're just confusing it with what we had before. Does anybody know what Shannon, what the right answer is?
9/10.
Yes, Stephanie, that is awesome. Now, can you tell us what you did to get to 9/10?
I took my 4/10 and I added my 5 more.
That is an awesome job. Good way to use your fraction tiles for this. So this is our last addition problem, guys. So we're going to take 2/12 and add 6/12 to that. So we're taking our 2/12 and adding 6/12 to that. So what do we get when we add those together?
8.
Yes, that is an awesome job, guys. We get 8/12 right on the dot. Are you guys ready for the next activity we're going to do? Okay, this way you guys are going to be working a little more independently on the next one. We are doing adding fractions for this first one. What you guys are going to do is you're going to take the two fractions you're adding using our fraction blocks, and you're going to add them together. And then when you get the answer, you're going to write the answer down. And you see that little race car picture down at the bottom with the race car driver? You see how there's different fractions inside the race car? Well, those fractions are answers that you're eventually going to get from the problems you're doing. So, let's do the first one together. Take your 2/10 and your 5/10. And when we add those together, what are we getting for an answer?
7.
7. So write 7/10 and as your answer. Good job, guys. So now you see with that answer, do you see below the fraction problem where it says color the answer blue? Can you guys find 7/10 in the race car driver and color the answer blue in the picture? And remember that we have to share the colored pens with each other. And you guys will continue to do that the same way for the rest of the sheet. And I will be coming around to make sure you guys are understanding it and that you're working efficiently. And that okay, Stephanie. What problem are you on?
4/8 plus 3/8.
You are on 4/8 plus 3/8. So which fraction tiles are we taking?
The red ones.
Good job.
4 plus 3 is 7/8.
Awesome. You're doing such a good job. Now what's your next problem?
2/6 plus 3/6. 2 plus 3 equals 5/6.
You're doing an awesome job. You guys are making me so proud. Fractions can be tricky, but I knew you guys could do this. Especially with these fraction tiles, they help so much. Shannon, you're doing great working independently over here. How are you doing?
I decided to do the fractions first and then color.
That can work too. Which one are you on right now?
I'm on 1/3 plus 1/3. It's 2/3.
Good job. Now, have either of you had any questions, or are you stuck on any of them?
Not yet.
Not yet?
No.
Well, look at your guys' pictures. They're coming out so well. Do you have a question?
Yeah.
Okay,
I
what's
got
your
to this
question?
one and it's 1/2 plus 1/2 and I did it and then it gives me 2/2. What does that mean?
That's a very good question. We haven't ran into any problems like that until now. So what you're going to do when it is 1/2 plus 1/2 and it gives you the same number over the same number, like 2/2, we're going to put those next to each other. And what does that look like? Which fraction block does that look like that you have already?
The 1.
Yes, it looks like the 1. So that means that that 2/2 equals 1. So it's 1 whole. I'm so happy you asked that question. That was a very good question to ask.
I finished.
Stephanie, you finished?
I did.
Oh my gosh, your race car looks awesome. It's all colored. I'm so proud of you guys. You guys have been doing so well. And Shannon, you're done and ready to color?
Mm-hmm.
I am so proud of you guys. You guys have taken these fraction blocks and done awesome work with them. Do you guys have any questions?